emergence of Imam al-Mahdi. The beginning of the end times is described in the Hadiths as a period marked by increasing discord, conflict, and wars throughout the world. Chaos will spread, morality will decay, and people will turn away from the teachings of religion. This era will also be marked by widespread natural disasters. Poverty will reach unprecedented levels, crime will surge, and acts of violence will become the norm. The Hadiths of the Prophet are filled with details about the end times. When these signs are compared with the events unfolding in our current world, the similarities are striking. They strongly suggest that we are indeed living in the era of the end times. Many Muslim scholars who have studied the signs of the final hour affirm that the Hadiths align closely with today's global circumstances, validating their authenticity. Some of the signs mentioned have already been observed in various parts of the world. They are unfolding like beads falling from a broken string. Earthquakes. The hour will not come until earthquakes increase in frequency. In recent years, hurricanes, storms, typhoons, and other natural disasters have wreaked havoc across the American continent and elsewhere. Floods have triggered landslides, swallowing entire communities. Recurrent major earthquakes have become a source of constant fear for millions across the globe. Each of these catastrophes, striking major cities, serves as a significant warning sign. The collapse of moral values in decency and vice will become widespread, including the normalization of homosexuality and lesbianism. The Prophet said, "The hour will not come until people copulate in public like donkeys. Men will imitate women, and women will imitate men. People will be content with homosexuality and lesbianism. Illegal sexual acts will dominate. Women will be dressed yet appear naked." This moral degradation is one of the clearest signs of the end times. Homosexuality, once condemned by all religious traditions, is now legalized in much of the Western world. Worse, political leaders and international institutions openly promote it across the globe. This decline in human morality is a powerful indicator of the times we are living in. Poverty. The poor will become more numerous. Wealth will be distributed among the rich, with no benefit to the poor. This prophecy reflects our modern reality. In past centuries, hardship caused by war, drought, or disaster was usually temporary and confined to specific regions. But today, poverty is widespread and chronic. In wealthy nations, homelessness is rising. In poorer countries, desperate citizens risk their lives crossing oceans in fragile boats. Western multinational corporations plunder Africa's natural resources, deepening the suffering of its people. These injustices fuel growing tensions between rich and poor nations. A rise in murder and bloodshed. The hour will not be established until murder increases. The hour will come when murder becomes widespread. The killer won't know why he killed, and the victim won't know why he was killed. Every day, newspapers report acts of violence and senseless killings. Human life no longer holds sacred meaning, only self-interest prevails. People kill without remorse, driven by greed, hate, or ideology. We are seeing wars that indiscriminately target civilians. From African conflicts driven by warlords and foreign-backed rebels, to the relentless Israeli bombings of Palestinian civilians, often ignored or supported by Western powers, the blood of innocents is being spilled with impunity. Corruption of scholars. In the end times, there will be ignorant worshippers and corrupt scholars. When your scholars pursue knowledge for wealth. Today, some so-called scholars twist Quranic verses to serve political agendas or gain social standing and wealth. Others speak on religious matters they barely understand, misleading their audiences and spreading confusion. World state. Before the Mahdi appears in the end times, rulers will bring great hardship upon my people. Muslims will find no peace or relief. This hadith reflects the current condition in many Muslim countries. Corrupt and oppressive rulers dominate. Incompetent leaders plunge nations into chaos. Muslims are denied the freedom to practice their faith, and economic hardship adds to their suffering. There will be trials, dark as a moonless night. The term fitna refers to anything that diverts the mind and heart from righteousness. The trials before the Mahdi's appearance will be so severe that they resemble a night of utter darkness, void of light, guidance, or hope. Terrorism, war, and destruction have become daily realities. People despair that things will ever get better. Allah will send the Mahdi when despair has reached the point where people say, "There is no Mahdi." Indeed, despair itself is a sign of the end times. Many Muslims have lost hope in the triumph of justice, truth, and Islamic morality. The Mahdi will rise. The Mahdi will emerge at a time of unparalleled corruption. He will bring justice to a world drowning in oppression. Despite the darkness of this age, his mission, like the divine missions before him, will triumph. This noble servant of God will govern by divine authority, and that Allah may grant you a mighty victory. The end times, Akhir-e-Zaman, will witness a messenger fit for such an era. A man whose soul has been illuminated by divine light, trained in the unseen realm of pre-existence, known as Gaib. The mission of Imam al-Mahdi, Sidi Muhammad el-Cheikh, has already begun. Very soon, Muslims around the world will come to recognize his identity.